guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Makai. In today's video, we're going to be talking about movies, TV, Netflix, social media, all that type of jazz. We're going to be talking about like all the internet and social media type thing and TV and all that, because I have heard this saying, and I actually once believed it, that Netflix was demonic, and how social media is the devil's, and social media is demonic, and it's sin, and it's not something that us believers can watch or we're allowed to be in. So I used to believe that, and God, of course, took me to the truth and to what his word has to say about it. So now I'm here sharing the word and telling that it's not demonic, but it can be. It definitely can be demonic. So that's not what I'm saying. I'm going to get into that in later in the video, but it definitely can be demonic, and it is filled, as we see. If you see online, there is demonic things on here, but I will get into that and show you guys that that's the line we cannot cross. That's the line we must not go into. We must not go into that side of social media. But what the enemy meant for bad, God meant it for good. And I just want to, once again, because people give Satan too much of a foothold, a stronghold, that God is in control. God allows these things, and this is a way that God speaks to us. He blesses us. Like, he's allowing me to do social media to speak to hopefully millions of people. This platform can reach people all around the world. The gospel can be spread, and it could be used for good. So God is in control, and God allows these things to happen. Okay, so I just wanted to come on here and say that, but let's go ahead and get into the video. So before I get into it, I just want to say I feel like what I'm seeing is that Satan and his kingdom, what they're trying to do is put us in a box. They're trying to put us in a box. They're trying to limit our resources, limit our limit the things in life, basically put us in a box, isolate us, so that we can be, when you're isolated and putting yourself in a box, you begin to deteriorate. So that's why I feel like Satan is always trying to push, these lies of how Netflix is demonic, makeup is demonic, makeup is sin, and jewelry is sin. I talked about that in my last video if you guys want to go check that out. But he says all these lies and things, and that so that us believers, if we're not really in the truth, that if we don't know the truth, that we will begin to, cut off everything, and then, just be isolated and not living life. And that's not it. So I just wanted to say that beforehand, because be very careful, because that's what Satan is trying to do to us. And God, is trying to bring us out and let us know, like, these things are okay. But y'all, but it does become demonic. These platforms and this social media and everything like this can open the door up to the demons, Satan and his kingdom, coming into your life. So if if you're watching certain stuff on here that you shouldn't be watching, then of course that's where it becomes unholy, unrighteous, and that's where you have crossed the line that God does not want you to be on. Okay, so I just wanted to go over that, but that's really to sum up, the social media Netflix thing, is that, God uses these platforms to speak to us, to teach us things, to show us things. He uses these platforms to bless us, even to bless us. You could be starting your YouTube channel to spread the word of God, to spread your ministry or whatever God has called you to do. These platforms can be used for good, and they definitely can teach you things and show you things. Like I said, God can speak to you through these things. So that's why, it's important not to cut all these things off, because this is what God uses to, show us things and teach us things and give us wisdom, and whatever that we need to figure out. This is what God, sometimes he'll use it to, tell us something so that we can search out the matter and find out. So that's what one of the verses is Proverbs 25:2. It says, Proverbs 25:2, it says, it is the glory. Ooh, y'all, I be getting into these scriptures. No, it is the glory of God to conceal a matter. And then it goes on, to search out a matter is the glory of kings. So basically what I was just saying is how God could use these platforms. You know, back in the day it was a different thing, but today's, you know, is social media, is the internet and all that, right? So God uses these platforms to either give us a lesson, to give us wisdom, and it is our duty, once we see that he's speaking to us, to search out the matter. It is our honor to search out the matter. So I just wanted to, that's one of the verses that I wanted to give y'all. And also Philippians 4:8, it says, finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, and these are the key words, y'all, whatever, he's saying whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think. He says think. When you think, you know, you ponder, you inquire, you're acquiring. When you think of something, you're like acquiring whatever it is. You know, you're getting the information, you're thinking about it, you know, you're pondering about it, you know, when you think. So think about such things. So once again, whatever is true. So that's why I say stay focused on whatever is true, whatever is right, whatever is noble, whatever is good. That's are the things that we should be, you know, thinking about and be watching and be, looking at, basically seeking out. Those are the things that we should be watching and stuff on these platforms. And when he says think, you know, there's another verse in the Bible that tells us that the wise acquire knowledge. The wise get more knowledge. So when you're thinking about something or you see something that is right, that is noble, that is admirable, you acquire about it. You get information, you know, you think about it, you're intrigued, you know, you just are drawn to it. And that's what God is saying, because these things can be used to teach us things and to show us things and show us the way. You know, God could be speaking to us through these things. And so, you know, the wise and stuff, like I said, the wise, they acquire, they look for it. So when you see things that are noble and right, you're acquiring and getting the information, the knowledge, you know, whatever is speaking to you. So I hope that made sense, you guys. If you guys have any comments down below, if you guys have any comments, please leave them down below. With that being said, that's all I have for today's video, and that's all I wanted to go over. But anyways, I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.